What's up guys, my name is Sean, welcome to my tech channel. Today we're checking out two upgraded speakers by Tribit. This is StormBox 2 and this is StormBox Micro 2. This video is divided into 4 segments. First, we're gonna look at specs and do an unboxing. Then we're gonna do an audio test, and for the audio today, I have selected a song from Linkin Park and one from Drake. I actually have to pay for the licenses of these videos, so if you want to support me, the least you can do, give this video a like. Then I'm gonna give you a quick snapshot review of these speakers compared to their version 1, because these are not light upgrade from their previous version, and you will see why. And finally, I'm gonna give you my conclusion. So the StormBox 2 is priced about $68, depends on when you're buying, where you're buying, what discounts are available and whatnot. This is a 34 watt speaker. It has 2 drivers. Each is 48 millimeters. It is IPX7, so it's tested for water resistance, but no dust. And as far as the frequency that it supports, it's anywhere between 70 Hertz to 20,000 Hertz. It has a 5,200 milliamp battery. It offers a playtime of about 24 hours if you're playing it at 60% volume. It takes about 4 hours to charge, Bluetooth 5.3, and you can pair 2 of these together. I don't have a second one to test them. And you're able to use the Tribit app with this to be able to fine-tune the EQ to your liking. So first impression, let's talk about what I see right here. So top and bottom are hard plastic matte finish, so it doesn't show any fingerprints, which is one of my pet peeves. And then you have this kind of cloth finish mesh. At the bottom, you have these legs right here. They are rubberized, so if you want to stand it like this, you can. It has this handle, which it has a screwdriver type of fastener that you can take off. You have your large volume button, and this is probably your main action button to pause and play. And in the back, we have our power button, Bluetooth button, X bass. Basically, it's a bass boost you get. And I think this is for the pairing. This is where you have your auxiliaries. You can charge it with a 5-volt USB type C. So here's a closer look at the buttons and ports back here. And this is the speaker. In the box, we also get an owner's manual, and I suspect a USB-C cable for charging. It's USB type A to USB type C. Next, let's take a look at StormBoc Micro 2. This is the one that I'm actually a little bit more excited about. I have the version 1 that I've tested, and it's one of my go-to recommended speakers if you're looking for a very small form factor. I have no idea, out of such a tiny speaker, how they can get somewhat of a deep bass out of it. So owner's manual. Oh, let's talk about the specs. The version 2 is priced at $60, and you can actually get this in 3 different colors: black, blue, or red. It is only 10 watts, but don't let that 10 watts fool you. It is IP67, so it's truly for outdoors, dust and water resistant. Offers the same frequency playback at 70 Hertz all the way to 20,000 Hertz. The battery is a little bit smaller, 4,700 milliamp, but you can also use this as a power bank as well. The playtime is 12 hours. The charging time is 2.5 hours, I believe. Bluetooth 5.3 also. You can use a Tribit app. You can pair 2 of these together. It has this really cool and creative plastic strap in the back that if you want to mount this to your bicycle handle, for example, to a pole, to your backpack, it's very easy to open. And once you put this back in, it is extremely snug, and not even once after a couple years of use for the version 1 I've ever seen this come off. As far as the buttons and ports and features of the device, so you have these 4 rubberized legs at the bottom. You have your 3 main buttons at the top right here, and if you look right here, this is your power button, your battery indicator, and your Bluetooth button. I suspect this is a microphone right here, and this is your USB Type-C charge port. In the box, of course, we talked about owner's manual, and this one, you get a USB-C to USB-C charger. One thing to note, the way the audio control will work if you increase the audio either from the phone or from the speaker, they're actually synced. So when this is at 100% volume, this is also at 100% volume. So then we're gonna go to the app, we hit connect, it finds it right here, connect. So initially you see the battery percentage. My screen's so dirty. And this is your equalizer right here. So for all the audio tests, we're gonna have it on music preset. So that way we can do a fair comparison and you can kind of get a sense for what the music wave looks like. And in the setting, you see your firmware, device name, auto shutdown, voice prompt. There you go, factory reset, delete device. And let's listen to some music. So for the audio test, I have my microphone just right outside of the screen. It's about 1.5 feet from the speaker. I'm not gonna edit the audio at all. The only thing I will do, I will normalize it and bring the volume down a little bit. I also have my handy dandy dB meter and about the same distance, about 1.5 feet, to see how loud each of these will get.
Just like before, everything you say to me is one step closer to the edge, and I'm about to break. I need a little room to breathe. I'm one step closer to the edge, and I'm about to break. Niggas acting like we tied. I've been gone since like July. Niggas acting like I died. They won't be expecting shit when Capo go to slide. Cause I told them that we put that shit behind us, but I lied. Ayy, ayy.
So when I connected this speaker, it looks like there is a firmware available and I get that notification right away. So I'm gonna upgrade that and then we're gonna listen.
Just like before, everything you say to me is one step closer to the edge, and I'm about to break. I need a little room to breathe. Cause I'm one step closer to the edge, and I'm about to break. Niggas acting like we tied. I've been gone since like July. Niggas acting like I died. They won't be expecting shit when Capo go to slide. Cause I told them that we put that shit behind us, but I lied. Ayy, ayy.
All right, so that concludes the audio test. I will give you a full conclusion wrap up on how I felt listening to these speakers up close during the conclusion. But first, let me tell you about what they've done to upgrade this from version 1 to version 2, because these are not no light upgrade and modification. So from version 1 to 2, they've gone from 24 watts to 34 watts. Playtime went from 20 hours to 24 hours. Went from Bluetooth 4.2 to 5.3. Before, you could not pair two of them together for a true wireless stereo mode, and you could not connect the first version to the Tribit app to customize your EQ. For the StormBox Micro, from version 1 to 2 went from 9 watts to 10 watts, from 8 hours of playtime to 12 hours of playtime, from Bluetooth 5.0 to 5.3. You could not use this as power bank. Now you can. The battery near doubled, went from 2600 milliamps to 4700 milliamp, and the size slightly increased. Long story short, if you're gonna get either of these two, definitely consider getting version 2 because the upgrades and what you get for a little bit of a price increase is definitely worth it. Now let's talk about the conclusion. They both get very loud. Right off the bat, I could tell you, you can definitely sense that this gets louder, and you saw in the dB meter, both songs registered at over 100 dB, but definitely do not undermine this micro version and don't let the small size fool you. The bass you get from them, it's basic physics. The more air you can displace, the more air you're gonna get. And the fact that you have these two passive bass ports right here, that definitely helped with the bass. I think the biggest change between the two, it really comes down to the form factor. If you really have to or need to or want to have something smaller, and this unique strap, it's something that you can take advantage of. definitely this is the larger brother is not going to be any competition for this. And the fact that you can use this as a power bank, so if you're going on a bike ride or you're going to be outside and whatnot, this has that second purpose as well. However, if size is not an issue, for extra $8, definitely the sound increase, the bass increase you get out of this, it's more noticeable. And I would definitely consider this one. But honestly, either way, you cannot go wrong with either of them. They feel really good. The quality is premium. It doesn't have those cheap plastic feel. Hopefully this video was helpful. If you got any questions, definitely drop a comment down below. If I missed something that you care about, you have a question about it, ask me and I'll do my best to answer every single one of your questions. This was it. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one.